Hey guys, it's Caroline, career and leadership coach here. And I want to answer a question that I get asked a lot of the times. How long can my resume be? Now, the reason why this question is asked so many times, is because the people I work with through the Career Success Program, they have like 15, 20, 25 years experience. So they have a lot of experience and they accumulated a resume that is like 5, 6, 7 pages long. So the answer to that question is it depends, of course. It depends where you are based in the world. Like, for example, my clients that are based in the US, they have like 1.5 page resume. People who are based in Europe, they have like 2 page resumes. And people here in Australia, they have like 3.5 page resumes. Now, for me, it's not important how long your resume is. It's how you represent yourself on your resume. Because think about it, if you have a thick book that is basically a page turner, you get through that in no time. But if you have a book that's really difficult to read, you actually don't get through it at all. So your resume, even though it's like a more of a summary, it needs to be compelling content. It does need to talk about them, not you. And this is one of the biggest mistakes that I see people make on their resume. They talk about themselves and what they have done, but they forget to think about, okay, what does that mean for the other person? What does that mean for the company, for the project, for my future boss? And how can I really talk a language that resonates with him or her? So that's the first thing. Now, a lot of my clients, they ask me as a second question, like, how do I cut down then my resume? Because I have so much experience and so many skills, and it's really hard to break that down in only like a few pages. Now, here is the thing. You have to think about, like, the people are going to pay you the salary that you want based on your most recent experience. So if you have done something 20 years ago or 15 years ago, they're not going to pay you 150, 200K for that, because that doesn't match. It might be very interesting and relevant information, but you have to think about, okay, I'm going to create a document, which is my resume, that purely represents what I want to earn and how I want to be perceived and what I want to do for the rest of my career or in the next job. Because otherwise, there is a big disconnect if you try to list everything you've ever done. And that's another point that I want to make. Resumes have changed. There is an old way of doing a resume and there is a new way of doing a resume. The old way is just listing your skills and experience in a chronological way and just list everything that you've ever done in your career. The new way is that a resume doesn't have to be like only a representation of your skills and experience and career history. It needs to be a selling tool, or it is a selling tool. It needs to sell you, and it needs to sell you to get to the interview. That's the job of a resume. So if you don't get interviews because your resume isn't doing its job for that particular reason. So basically, you need to think about, okay, first of all, the salary that I want to earn, the positions that I want to apply for, is my resume reflecting exactly those two things? Because that will define like what you cut out in your resume. Another thing that I say to my clients all the time is, like, the best way to look at your resume is to compare it to a trailer of a movie. Now, a movie can be what? An hour and a half, 2 hours long. And so the trailer of a movie, it's only 90 seconds. And in 90 seconds, you know exactly what type of movie it is, if it's a romantic, an adventure, a horror movie, with the type of actors, the quality of acting that you would expect. And in a split second, you make the decision if you want to go and see that movie or not. And that's exactly how I want you to look at your resume. You have so many years of experience, but your resume needs to be a snapshot of what you want to show them. And it needs to be representing what you want and the salary that you want to earn. And that brings me to the last point that's so important, and that is creating your narrative. A lot of senior managers or managers with over 15 years experience that I work with, they struggle creating that narrative, understanding what their unique value proposition is. And it all starts with your resume. Because if you are not crystal clear about that narrative on your resume, you're not going to cut it in an interview. Because what got you to your current job is not going to get you to that next level. Because if you're a senior manager, you have a lot of work that you can do on the practical executional side. And if your resume is using that language of that practicality or that executional that you have done, then it's not going to be good enough if you want to step up. So that's what you want to think about, is like you need to make that shift in terms of how you position yourself and how you actually want to come across. And it's not that easy to make, because you have built the skills and experience up for so long. And one thing we all do, or the most of us do, is take ourselves for granted. So if you want to position yourself for that next level role, not for a role that you know you can do with your eyes closed, standing on your head, like, no, you want to go for that next level role, then you have to rethink your positioning. And you need to work with a coach, a mentor, whoever, to help you redefine your positioning so you can go to the next level. Because what I believe is that everybody has the potential to step up, but they first of all need to believe in themselves. And if they do, they need to have the right plan to get them there. And I can give you that right plan. So with this said, there are a couple of things, 3 things to be exactly, I want you to do. If we are not connected yet, connect with me on LinkedIn and you will be notified as soon as I do another live stream. And it's also good to expand your network. So send me an invite, connect with me on LinkedIn, share this video, like this video if you think it was really good content, or if you know somebody that should hear my message. Then there is a masterclass that I'm giving, and the masterclass is about the 5 simple steps to stand out, get more interview, and land your next leadership role. I will pop a link below if you are actively or passively looking on the job market, ready for that next step and want to really bring your grade A game on, then register for my masterclass. And it will open your world in terms of the elements that you need to put in place for your career. And if you want to take it one step further, and if you say, like, Caroline, just help me get there, I don't need to go to a masterclass, you are my person, schedule in a call. It's newhorizoncoaching.com.au/call. I work with people across the world, from the US to Asia, Singapore, to New Zealand, Australia, Europe. It doesn't matter if you say my career is a priority. I want to create a career by design, not having a career by default anymore. Then reach out, schedule a call where we have a chat about your current situation, where you want to be, and how I can get you there much quicker and without trial and error. So that was it for today from me. I hope you found this extremely valuable. And if you did, thumbs up on the video, and I will see you in the next one. See ya. Bye.